Hello, my name is Pete. I make the Instagram videos here at Make Noise. And this week, I'm filling in here on YouTube for Walker, who's been helping represent us in Berlin at Superbooth. For this video, I thought I'd make a kind of hangout video in which we wander the city looking for inspiration and then bring it back here to patch with. As a bit of a preamble, for years on the Instagram channel, I created a series of videos called VC Environments, in which I took the sounds of the natural world and recreated them with voltage. Here are some examples. Lately, I've been interested in the ways in which the environment we're in influences the art we make, whether that be the sounds around us, the people and objects we interact with, or just the general vibe of a place. So, join me as we head out into the world, looking for inspiration, and bring it back here to patch with. We're back at the shop. I've got the record on the record player. The output of the record player is patched into the Morphogene at its highest gain setting. Output of the Morphogene into the mimeophone. Output of the mimeophone into EXO, and from there to the computer. A good place to start in experiments like this are the unintentional sounds, the accidental music that's hidden in all LPs. That would be things like surface noise, clicks, pops, that sort of thing. So what I like to do is take the needle and put it somewhere between the last groove and the label. Record some amount of that into the Morphogene and then use its controls to explore that texture. Let's try it now. That has a feeling for me of either a gentle rainfall or a lightly crackling fireplace. We can expand on those ideas with filtering and reverb. Mimeophone has versions of both of those things built within it, so it's a great pairing for the Morphogene. If you have a tape and microsound system at home, for example, you've got both tools right there for you. But what I'll do is I'll bring up the mix control on the mimeophone, bring that into the circuit, and I'll play with the halo and color controls to set a place, an environment for this sound to exist within. Next stop, Orbit DVD, also here in West Asheville. This shop is full of incredible movies, games, all kinds of things, but for our purposes today, we're looking for inexpensive VHS tapes. The older, the better. This one will do. Once you've got it, take all the screws off the back of the tape. We are going to want to use the actual video cassette tape inside of it. So whatever you have to do, rip it open, take out the tape, and tape it down onto a surface, cut off a length of it, and to either end of it, we will attach positive voltage, and to the other end, ground. By patching a cable to an input, in this case the volt per octave input, and then touching it to a point on this ribbon controller, we can modulate that parameter by sliding it up and down the piece of tape. The higher you go, the higher the voltage. I recorded that harsh noise wall at the picturesque Looking Glass Falls in the Pisgah National Forest. It's about a 40-minute drive outside of Asheville. I've found sometimes taking a long drive or hopping on your bike and just cruising around can serve as inspiration enough to, metaphorically, take you to that next place. While I was standing there in front of the waterfall listening to the sound, I recalled an article I wrote years ago for a publication called New Music. The article was titled, Synthesizing Environmental Sounds. One of the patches I talked about in that article was the sound of a wave after it's crashed and has begun to recede from the shoreline. To create that sound, I used an amplifier. In this case, I will use X-Pan. A high-pass filter, I'll use QPAS. And a modulation signal, I'll use an offset voltage from Channel Saver. And for my noise source input, I'll use this tape loop of the sound I recorded of Looking Glass Falls. Step 1 is we'll patch the high-pass output of QPAS into our X-Pan channel. And step 2, there aren't a lot of steps here. Step 2 is we will send the same offset voltage or modulation signal, whatever you've got, to two places. Both the CV, the crossfade input, the CV input of this X-Pan channel. If you have a VCA at home, this would be the CV input on your VCA, and the frequency 1 input on QPAS. This is what it sounds like just opening the amplifier, not modulating the filter. It's not very wave-like. That's where the frequency 1 attenuverter comes in. We'll be setting it counterclockwise and inverting the control voltage, modulating the filter and the amplifier. And by doing this, we will have the amplifier getting quieter as the sound gets thinner. Reverb is your friend in this kind of patch, so everything from here on forward will have reverb that I added in post. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out with me, wandering around the city, getting inspired, and making some noise. Walker will be back next week, so make sure to check in with him. And if you find yourself on Instagram, head over to the Make Noise channel and see what we're up to over there. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Happy patching.